Good morning, this is Donna with Gifted Energies, and it's Monday, November 14th, 2016. I'm here to do a intuitive reading, and today you've given me two questions, but you've also asked for general guidance, just for the situation at hand and what's been going on. I think today I'm going to do things a little differently. I'm going to go ahead and do a multi-card reading with, it's basically 10 cards still. We may pull a few more depending on what information we get, but it's a staggered reading instead of going with the traditional Celtic cross. So I'm going to shuffle the deck just until I feel an energy shift. And we're going to start with the first layer of cards. This is going to be 3 cards going across. And you want to know, the first question you had was, why did he pull back? You want to know what circumstances, what things caused him to pull back from you. I know that you were so sure that things were going to work out, but you want to know why at this time he is pulling back. And I'm just going to cut the deck. The first card I've drawn is the Alchemist. What I feel from this card, and the first card represents what you kind of know about the situation. I feel that he's really trying to figure things out, figure life out. And I think I told you this before in a previous reading, that your partner was trying to be a better person, trying to find himself in the whole scheme of things. I believe that he's going through his own issues at this time. I feel intuitively that he has a lot on his plate and he's very confused. I'm not sure if this makes sense to you, but I feel that there are, or maybe someone else influencing him, like a little birdie in his ear, like someone's talking to you. Are you peer pressure? Maybe a friend telling him, are you sure you know what you're doing? And I also feel some fear there, that he got a little skittish. Let's go ahead and look at what's not so clear about the question. And this came up reversed, so just pay a little closer attention to it. This is the Six of Pentacles. What I feel is that he's a very generous person. He wants to give. He wants to fix things. And not just for himself. I feel that if he has been in a past relationship that has recently broken up, or that he still has a connection to that, he still wants to fix things there. Not necessarily go back to his ex, but there's something that's left undone that he wants to leave on a good note. I also feel the same thing with you, that he feels like he wants to fix things for you and make things better, and he's always constantly trying and focusing on fixing others. It's like almost, and this may not be the right way to say it, but like taking an astray and helping, and just very nurturing nature of his doesn't allow him to focus on his own problems, and that's where that confusion's stirring from, because he hasn't really had the chance. Yes, he's doing all he can to be a better person, but he really hasn't been able to fix himself inside because he's too busy trying to fix other people. Hopefully that kind of makes sense to you. So the outcome of this, let me go ahead and kind of ask my own question here. Is there any chance of anything coming forward from this relationship or knowing this person? Is there any chance of anything developing further? And the card I pulled is also reversed. And this is the Moon. see a red flag if it does. Just be prepared that there may be someone on the outside, or an outside influence that doesn't want things to work out for you. There's danger. There's something lurking in the distance. Something that, yeah, there's a potential for you. If you choose to follow a path together, just watch out, because you may want to keep an eye out over your shoulder for that hidden danger. And I don't feel it's coming from this person directly. I feel that there's someone or some energy that is trying to influence things, putting up a block or causing a problem for you. And this could be, and in all honesty, I feel it on both sides, but it could be coming from your family or friends, someone who doesn't want to see you succeed or be happy. But I also feel it on his, that somebody's pulling or trying to draw them to him, which may be his ex that I'm picking up on. Or if he has children, their connection to him, drawing him and leading him away. So all in all here, yes, I feel that if the path was followed correctly, there could be a chance. But right now, there's so much going on and so much distraction that he's confused. He's hearing things from other people like, no, you don't need a relationship. Be by yourself. Take care of yourself. You need to focus on you. These kind of things are really getting to him, and he's having second thoughts of what he should do. What is the next step? What is the right thing to do? And I think he's finally realizing he needs to fix himself and not try to keep fixing other people. Hopefully that makes sense. Now, you also wanted to know who did he post the lever picture directly for? So I'm not exactly sure what you mean by this, but I'm going to ask a question. Let's see what comes up. So the Empress. I feel that, okay, this is telling me that there is a female, someone who is very strong, that I feel that kind of has a pull on him, a draw. She is powerful, commanding, someone who is not, someone who is very confident and holds high esteem. Someone who people look up to. This may be his ideal person he's looking for, or someone he knows. I'm not sure, but I feel that she has a strong hold. And sometimes when someone has an idea or an ideal of someone in their mind, no one is going to be able to live up to that. I know in the past I have told you, write down everything you want in your partner, and that you can manifest what you want. And this is exactly true. And sometimes a person can get this stuck in their mind of exactly what they want in a person. But sometimes they won't look past little idiosyncrasies that they could potentially live with. Like, say it's just something they're not seeing clearly, not something that they could adjust to or agree to in the relationship. They have an image of someone that's set, and they're not going to settle for anything less. And this is a good thing. But also they have to be able to recognize that person, that maybe things are going on in their life at the present that kind of masks who they truly are and doesn't show their true potential. And you have to be able to realize and see the potential in them. But I do feel that he's posted it for a woman. I feel this woman is very strong-willed, very confident, holds herself with high esteem. Let's see what's not quite so sure, or what's not as clear about the question. This is the Two of Cups. This, I feel, showing me that he's looking for that perfect partnership. He's ready to settle down. He's not He's looking for commitment, something serious, not something that's just going to be a fling. He wants that happiness. He wants that love. He wants that balance in life, and he needs to feel it and find it. But I also, the other thing that's coming to me, I see this person here who is potentially the person he has posted it for. She's the dominating one in the relationship for some reason, or in his mind. She's dominant. But here, his true desire is to be the savior, the rescuer, the one to take care of the damsel in distress, which kind of comes back to my point up here about him wanting to fix everyone, wanting to help, wanting to nurture. Let's kind of look at the outcome. What is going to come of this picture that was posted? And this was reversed, so pay close attention. This is the Eight of Pentacles. And what I feel here is that this person is just gonna kind of, again, and I feel this is what he needs to do at this time, is focus on himself. I feel that he's gonna focus on security and making himself financially secure, focusing on his career, on bettering himself, and putting his love into his labor instead of necessarily a relationship. I feel that he feels that things are moving too fast and he needs to step back because he's just not ready, not at this moment. He needs to focus on himself and really understand and get to know who he is, what his needs are, what his desires are, and making sure that those things are met, and who he is in a relationship, but also he really needs to focus on who he is outside of a relationship. So let me go ahead and pull general guidance. This is going to be what your guides in the universe wants you to know at this time. What's going on in your life that they want you to focus on, what you need to know. And again, another reverse card. This is the Nine of Cups. And what I really feel here is that you need to focus on your happiness, on celebrating, but also, when I say celebrating, is finding the joy in life, the things that make you happy. I also feel that your guides want you to move forward without a relationship, without worrying about who's going to take care of you, because you need to take care of you. And this is a very emotional time for you. When we look at cups, that shows me emotions. But it's about finding your happiness within. Finding your happiness being by yourself. And then you can focus on loving someone else and sharing that happiness with them. So this is the obvious. This is what is at the tip, the very top layer of things. When we dig a little deeper and we look at what's not clear, what your guides really want to focus on the subconscious aspects, we look at the Seven of Wands. And what this shows me is that there's a lot of things that you're battling at this moment. There's a lot of things that you need to take care of first, and it may be a challenge. The first thing that comes to mind is beating back, and I don't mean literally or physically, those who suppress you or who try to stop you from being greater than you are, from achieving your potential. You are responsible for your own happiness, your own choices in life. You choose to be happy, and no one, and I'm sorry, my guides or your guides are speaking to me, telling me about a curse. They're saying that even if someone put a curse on you, it's your choice to let that affect you. Don't hold that in your mind, because if you're going to sit there and focus on it, that's going to hold you back. You are the one to make the change and beat them back and say, okay, no more. This is my life. I take control. I am in charge, and I choose to be happy. I choose to be better. I choose not to let you take my power away. Let's look at the outcome of this. What is the best outcome that your guides see for you at this time? The near future. And this is strength. And this is very positive. Your guides want you to know that you are stronger than you give yourself credit for. You are a powerful woman. You have the ability to manifest anything you want and anything you desire into your life. But be sure that your focus is well placed. Make sure that the things that you desire are for your highest good at this time. And I'm being told focus on you. And this is something I feel that both of you need to focus on. And maybe once you have settled and you both figure out who you are outside of a relationship, who you are in the world alone, as much as that might hurt, it may not be what you want to hear. But once you figure that out and you have that confidence that he's looking for and that power, that you hold that poise, and nobody can shake your tree and nobody can knock you down, that's when, if there is a potential for this relationship, that you will come back together. And that is also when any relationship is going to be more open to you, a positive relationship. Let me put it that way. Because as long as you're focused on the negative, unfortunately, you're going to draw those type of people into your life. You're going to draw like-minded people. You're going to draw people who may also have problems, whether it be emotional, financial, physical, things in their life, that chaos that's surrounding you, especially since you've shared some of this with me. If you focus on that and you let it have a handle on you, that's just what you're going to draw more into your life of. At this time, you really need to focus on, your guides want you to know this, and I'm telling you because I'm hearing this over and over. Focus on you. Focus on your happiness. You're without feeling the need to be taken care of or have that relationship. You need to be secure in your own right. So I'm going to pull a couple more cards. Let's just ask for additional guidance. I'm going to ask if you do or follow your guides, and they're telling me just remember you're strong enough to do this. You have the ability and the strength to move forward without the help of anyone else. You are capable of changing your life for the better, and only you. No one else is going to do it for you. So if you follow that path and you better yourself and you get out of the situation, get away from the chaos, and you find that happiness within without anyone else trying. The term "you can't buy happiness" comes to mind, but that's not what I'm saying. No one else can make you happy. You have to make yourself happy. So if you find your happiness within, this is what you can expect. This is the Ten of Swords, and as bad as that looks, this is actually a really good card. It's showing me that the end of all your battles, all your troubles, it comes to an end, and that 10 is just like an ace, a new beginning. So once you've hit bottom and there's nowhere else to go, once you let go and you release and you let that chaos and negativity die, and that part of your life is over, you're ready to rebuild and start over and find that happiness. So in order to make things right, to make life easier, to find your happiness within, you have to let go of the old and release. Let it die. Become the person you want to be. Become the person you always saw yourself as. Don't be weak. Be strong, and don't let anyone else take your power. Pick yourself up and move forward. The next card, this is the Lovers. And as much as there's differences, there will always be a struggle every relationship has a struggle. I feel that once you find your happiness and once you let go of that life and things get better for you, and again, I do see 2017 being a better year for you, and at least a footstep in the right direction of that fresh start. I think you're going to find the love you're seeking, and I think it's going to be very blessed. And even though you have differences, and I think I've picked up on this before when it comes to a soulmate and finding that right person, it's not someone you completely or someone you would automatically be drawn to, someone you wouldn't normally see yourself with. There are differences between you, but you're going to be able to embrace those differences and see that you dance to a different beat, but together you become one, and it becomes a beautiful serenade, a beautiful tango that life will be complete. But what I feel and what I see and what I hear from your guides, and what I'm being told is phase 1 has begun. Phase 2 sets the path to truth. And phase 3 will complete the rotation to finding peace. I'm also being told, don't hold back. Seek the truth. Find peace within. And happiness will be yours. I hope that this reading has answered the questions you set forth for me. I hope that it brings you the guidance that you are seeking. Please feel free to contact me with any questions. Brightest blessings and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.